Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make this atom logo that you see on the screen right now. We'll go ahead and start out on the edit page. Go to the media pool, right click, new fusion comp. You can name it if you want, but you don't have to, and leave it on 5 seconds. And go to fusion. I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed. I cannot use my hands and arms. So that's the reason why it's up there on the screen. Click away right about here. Shift space and S ellipse. And shift space and S render. Plug it into the media out. We can go to one viewer and select the ellipse. We'll connect the width and height so it stays symmetrical with an expression. So right click on the width, expression, grab the little pick whip from the plus sign, drag it over to the height, and let go. Set the size to 0.35. Uncheck the solid. Set the border width to 0.035. And take the length all the way down. And then right click on the ellipse. Copy. Click away right about here. Right click and paste the instance. And we'll do it again. And one more. Merge them together. If you don't know what an instance is, it's an exact copy of whatever node you've taken it off from. The green line indicates that they're connected. And everything over the inspector in green, and even if it's not in green, like the solid, it is still coupled to the original node. We're going to de-instance some things here, because if you change anything in either one, it'll change it both. We'll start with the border width, right click, and de-instance. And the length, right click, and de-instance. On the length, go 1 divided by 3. And change the border width to 0.015. And you should have what I have in the viewer. Go to Styles. Right click on the opacity and de-instance. Set the opacity to 0.75. Plug the next instance into the merge and select it. Again, on the border width, right click and de-instance. Same thing in the length, right click, de-instance. Set the length to 0.66 and change the border width to 0.01. Then go to Style, right click on the opacity, de-instance, and set that to 0.5. Plug the last instance into the merge and select it. Same thing, border width, right click, de-instance. On the length, same thing, right click, and de-instance. Take the length all the way up to 1. And set the border width to 0.005. Go Style, right click on the opacity, de-instance, and set that to 0.25. Go up these 3 little dots here uncheck the checker underlay. And now you can get a better view. Let's pick a color. Select the ellipse. Go to Style. I didn't actually change anything there. I just want to check something out. Now select the S merge, shift space, and S duplicate. And go to the very top in the inspector and add 2 copies. And come down to the Z rotation. Go 360 divided by 3. And you should have 120 in the box. All 3 are laying on top of each other right now. Go back to the ellipse. Then the controls. Height in the expression divided by 1.5. And now it should have the correct shape. Select the render node. Add a merge. Get ellipse. Plug it into the green input of the merge. And select the ellipse. Uncheck solid. Let's get a background. Change the color to your default color. We'll connect the width and the height with an expression again. Right click on the width. Expression. Go 0.175 on that. And on the soft edge, 0.01. We're going to add that in macro, so you'll have that control later. Select the merge one and add another one. Get a text node. Put the text you're liking in, set your tracking and everything. Select the ellipse. Put your playhead at frame 0. Take the position all the way up to 1. Set a keyframe. I am on a 30 FPS. You may have to adjust accordingly. I'm advanced to frame 50. And bring the position back down to 0. Then open your spline. If this is in the way of your spline window, up in the top right corner, little button says shrink. And then select these 3 little dots and select show only selected tool. That gets rid of all the other ones we don't need. We don't need to include the width. Go to zoom to fit and select all. Then set relative. That will allow it to keep animating for however length you want to stretch it out on the timeline. Make sure it's going to work okay before we make the macro. let's add a glow in here. Select the merge 2, shift space, and glow. And actually we want to move it. We don't need to glow the text. We'll put it in front of that. I'm going to set the blend to 0.06 and leave everything else. Again, that'll be in a macro. Okay, we want to connect the background node to the ellipse, the S ellipse node. So when we change the color, it changes it and everything. Select the background, pin it, select the ellipse, pin it, go to styles. And if you look right now, the colors are changing independently. We want to use the background to change the colors. So we'll make an expression on all 3 of the ones in the ellipse. Right click on the red, expression, and do the green and the blue. Then grab the pick whip from each one and bring it down to the matching color and let go. Unpin it. And now if you change the color in the background, it'll change all the color. Let's change the name of the background. Right click on it. Rename it to color. Hold the control button down. Select these in the order that I do. Then hit A on the keyboard. Keep the control button down. And deselect the media out. Right click on any one of the other nodes. Go to macro. Create macro. Give it a name. And follow along. Go to File. Save as group. It takes you to macros. Go to Fusion instead. Go to Templates. Edit. Titles. Here is where you're going to want to make your folder for your preset. I recommend name it different. If you name them exactly the same, Resolve won't recognize it. So put an underscore or period or something in there. I'm going to go find it. If you can't find it, you may have to restart Resolve. If you click on it, you see the inspector. You have all the controls we selected. If you want to size it or move it, just go to settings. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.